That was an effort, bloody hell. Ooh, milk. Ooh, we leave free milk laying around. Oh, it is a miserable, wet morning in England. Pretty classic for the UK, to be honest, but the sky looks pretty clear, so at least that's going for it, which is nice. I got my jar of Huel, freshly made from last night, which I'm going to try not to pour everywhere today. And I got a fresh, piping hot frog in my throat, and a coffee to try and not pour all over myself again as well. So that is... Oh, so much shit in the car. What the hell? I cleaned it out long ago. Anyway, time to hit the road ready for work. So I'm leaving from Joe's this morning. I need to get my phone out thinking about it to check what the route looks like, because I don't know if I'm going to go the normal way, because I don't know if the main motorway is closed. So I'm going to have a quick Google of that and see what she says. But she looks good. It's the exact same route, 41 miles, 54 minutes. Banging, I can do that, no other. Right, let's get on the road. Oh, I'm on Wi-Fi, is that a mistake? Should I not be on BT Wi-Fi with FON? Who uses BT Wi-Fi with FON anyway? Just in the interest of being super thorough, I'm turning off that Wi-Fi just to make sure that Google isn't using some cached or cached version of the map. But no, I refreshed it. We're definitely on 4G now, and it's the same. All good. We're off. Wow, okay. Arrived, no big deal. It is very cold and wet today. I mentioned that earlier, being grey and gloomy, but it's like 8 degrees, which I know isn't like crazy cold, but considering I'm very used to getting for the moment like 18 degrees, 8 is suddenly a very drastic shock to the system. So this could very much be a sign of things to come. I think our summer is now over, which is awkward timing, because I think this weekend's like the main weekend for all the like bank holiday festivals and things. I think Creamfields, Leeds and Reading are all on this weekend. Probably others too, I don't know. I actually think Insomnia is this weekend too, but Insomnia is obviously indoors for almost all of it. But actually all of it, not even almost all of it. Yeah, it's cold, but luckily I have made it to work much quicker than I thought I would. The roads are all clear, even though it was very wet and windy and rainy. I used to drive through no bother whatsoever, so I got to work with about 55 minutes before my shift starts. So I've got about 45 minutes before I need to be in the building, which means that I can put my car in right here, as I'm doing right now, charging it up nice and full. It'll only get charged sort of, oh, I don't know, it needs like an hour and 50 to fully charge, I reckon. So I reckon I might get to 80%. Rough guess, perhaps, I'm not sure. It's already gone up by 1% since I've been recording this clip, so at least that's positive. Well, my calculations for what percentage my car did when I left were very wrong. Not because it charged too slowly or anything like that, but because I left the charge point earlier than anticipated. It's 20:25 to. So I could have said that for like 15 minutes easily. But I've bailed early because I didn't factor into the equation that I need a pee really quite desperately. I am absolutely bursting. So I'm heading to work a little earlier than anticipated, purely because I gotta use the facilities before I start, because I'm in agony. This is really painful, and these speed bumps, I tell you, are not helping anything, and I'm going over them a little bit quicker than I probably should because of, you know, a time-sensitive issue, but maybe that's worse when I've got it in the long run anyways. Either way, I'm praying that there is a space for me to park right by the shop, because if there isn't, I'm gonna have a bit of a walk, and if I have to walk, I'm gonna feel even more uncomfortable. This is what you get for drinking a mug of coffee and a jar of Huel in the space of about an hour. It all just mounts up at the same time and pounces on you when you least expect it. Oh my god, these speed bumps, give me a fucking break! Right, and suddenly I'm heading home. Oh my god, what a day. Not a particularly unpleasant day, not a particularly long day, just a day. But I'm now going to drive home. I've just been to the supermarket and bought some salmon en croûte for dinner tonight. Joe's already texted me to let me know she is at home, which is fabulous. And I thought for a brief moment that I was parked next to another EV, an EV I'd never seen before. An EV by the name of the Hyundai Ioniq. And I was pretty sure that was an EV only name. I thought that Ioniq was just an EV. Had a little wander around it and it looked pretty EV to me. The front cover was like completely smooth, had blue trims on it. It was like a blue drive brand. But then I went around the back and it said hybrid. And I was like, oh, disappointed. But it's still a good start, and apparently the rules for hybrids are changing in a few years, at least in the UK. I don't know exactly when. Apparently basically all cars will have to be a plug-in hybrid, and they'll all have to be able to travel a certain distance on electric only, which most hybrids these days can't do. Like, they've only got very small batteries designed to sort of just travel for a few miles at very low speeds, whereas the rules say that they're going to have to be able to drive at normally at full speed for a certain distance. I think it's like 30 miles, something like that, which I don't think most hybrids can. But plug-in hybrids should be able to, but it means that they're going to have to buy bigger batteries. Or, of course, technology will have to improve, oh my god, significantly in order to get more capacity for less money, which it's doing anyway. Like, my car's not that old, and already it's basically the last of its kind. Like, you can't get cars with a battery as small as mine now, at least full EVs anyway. Nowadays the standard is 40 kilowatt hours, and this is 22, I think. So they are getting there, and you do see a lot more EVs on the road these days. Like, I used to think that I saw a lot of electric vehicles because I was in one, and as thus I was obviously parking in places that would have a lot more electric vehicles. Like, I thought I'd seeing a lot more because I was seeing them in charge bays, for example. And I do, of course I do, but most of the electric cars that I see on the road, like, usually oncoming on the other side of the road towards me. But I must admit, I've not seen a Tesla for a little while, which is something I like to see. Try and see a Tesla every day. It's something I like to do. I like to look out and try and find at least one Tesla per day. And most days I'm pretty successful. Like, I tend to see one every day. I've had a bit of a dry patch lately. I've not seen one for a little while, so I've spent extra care driving home today, obviously safely and watching the road, but also looking out for a Tesla, because I'm overdue on my Tesla dose. Well, no Teslas today, unfortunately. I did see a Leaf, so that's, you know, an honorary EV anyway. No Teslas. They're getting a little bit rare around here, it seems, but I don't really know why I care. It's a little bit weird, I must admit. Like, don't worry, I'm very much aware that it's a very strange thing to want to see a particular brand of car on your journey, but honestly, I think they're the coolest cars in the world. I think Tesla as a car brand is just fantastic, and it's my dream car, Model X. I want one so bad. They're like £100,000, and there's no chance in hell I will ever have £100,000 spare to buy on a car, spend on a car, sorry. But nonetheless, I've got my little EV here, my little Zoe. She does me proud. She's done me very proud, actually. I very much love driving this car. She's still going strong. Please don't jinx now. Touch all. There's no worth touch, but please, little Zoe, don't fail me now that I've said how great you are. I do love this car. It's beautiful. So much fun. But anyway, I'm gonna head inside now, and I'm gonna cook some salmon en croûte.
Okay, now the potatoes are toasting up very nicely. Oh, they're bloody good, they're toasting in there. And I've got this old salmon en croûte, which is like salmon and pastry, I guess. God, look how hairy I am. Oh god, this isn't very sanitary, is it? Anyway, these bad boys need to go in the oven. But apparently, I was looking on the back of the instructions over here a second ago, and it says I need to brush the top of the pastry with a beaten egg. Brush the top of the pastry with a beaten egg.
I haven't got any beaten eggs.
I've got some non-beaten eggs though, or yeah, I could probably beat one of these up. Grr. Okay, so what, I just stirred around like crazy? I haven't got a whisk. Do I have a whisk? I might have a whisk. Do I have a whisk in here? Whisk, 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 whisk. No whisks are jumping out at me. Which is probably a good thing. I wouldn't want a whisk to jump at me. That'd be actually quite terrifying. Oh, look at all the good things in here. That's the little goodies. But no whisk. Never mind. Okay, back over with the fork. Come on. I can get this beaten. I'll beat this bloody egg up. You scoundrel egg. I'll beat you. It's a bit aggressive. I feel a bit bad for the egg now. Sorry, mate. I haven't got a brush to brush them with, so under the advice of Joe, I'm going to use this old tissue here. This is found it lying around. And I'm going to dunk that in there, and then just dab it on top of here instead as like a sort of makeshift brush. Will this work? I have absolutely no bloody idea. I feel like I wasted an egg, to be honest, but I mean, it's exciting, isn't it? A bit of an adventure. Well, that's as good as they'll get. Time to go back in the oven then. Okay, big reveal. Oh, sat on the bin. Big reveal time. Can't move your head. Go on, snoosh. Oh, look at these beauties. Oh, I know all I did was cover them in egg, but I can't help but feel proud of that. That looks... Get out the way of the oven, you silly... No, whatever. God, look at that beautiful glaze. Even got some vegetables bubbling up in here. Oh, yes, I'm excited. Oh, come on, look at that and tell me it doesn't look bloody delicious. I'm genuinely quite proud of this plate. This one, not so much, a bit of an accident, but this one, whoa, something special. Oh, well, that pastry was just absolutely beautiful. I know it was just pastry, and I know I didn't actually make any of it, I just covered it in egg, but couldn't help but feel a bit proud of that, and my goodness, was it delicious. But the time has come again for me to end the video off here. It is currently too bright to see what the time is. 10:15 at night, and I'm up again at 4, so Yeah, it's bedtime, but at least it means I'll have tomorrow afternoon to do whatever the hell I want. Maybe some videos. Maybe I'll stream. I mean, you're watching this now, so you'll know if I have or not, because it'll have finished by now if I did. But it's been so long since I've done any video game streaming. I really want to do it, but I was getting a bit nervous, to be honest. But more on that at another time, potentially. Either way, I'm going to end the video here for today. So I hope you have enjoyed it, and if you have, a like rating is very appreciated. But otherwise, I'm back tomorrow at 7 PM UK time. Well, I'm out of shape for the next daily vlog. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all later.